Hi everyone, hope you're all very well. Bernard here. Welcome to the Citizen channel, and we're into, as I'm recording this, we've got a new lockdown coming up, haven't we? So as you know, I do my old city history things and include a few quizzes there, but it's all sort of old stuff, so it's not really aimed at, say, for the younger people as well, so it's not fair, is it? So I thought I'd start a new thing, and I'm calling it That Was The Week That Was. So it's a look back at City's last week, really. So obviously today we're going to look at games against Marseille and Sheffield United, and just a fun quiz, just a way of looking back, and a couple of spot the balls and spot the players, things like that. Just a bit of fun you can play with the family, not just, you know, or on your own, whatever. I mean, you can just as much fun on your own. But I thought I'd do it because, as I say, most of the other quizzes I've done before have been aimed obviously at old buggers like me and the like, you know, and it's not really, I want something that's sort of inclusive for the city family on these, especially with this little lockdown coming again that we've got facing us from this coming Thursday as I'm recording this. So I hope you enjoy this. Anyway, I'll try and, if you do it, just let me know in the comments if you like it, and I'll try and do some more and keep everyone happy, especially if you've got a city family with kids. You can all join in and have a competition with each other. Right, so please, I'm going to go on with that in a minute. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, please push that subscribe button, push the bell notifications, and you get to know all about these city vlogs, city history vlogs, and city present as well. That'd be fantastic. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers. I'm about 70-ish short at the moment, so I'm trying to get to 500 by Christmas 2020. If you can help, that'd be fantastic. And if you're into movies and TV, don't forget to do vlogs on that as well. So if not, and you're interested in Manchester City, just stick with this then. But if you check the playlist, there's lots of stuff there on film and TV as well. And please, as I said, all comments are very welcome. Let me know what you score. There's 20 questions. There's a maximum of 23 points up for grabs here. So let's see what everyone gets with this newer quiz. As I say, I do a lot of older quizzes on older things, but I thought I'd have a go at this. It's a bit of information about the week as well. See what you remember. I mean, my old brain struggles a bit to remember certain things. So hope you enjoy it. Anyway, I hope you like this. That was the week that was City quiz. Right, 20 questions. You can do it in real time. I'll leave a little bit of a gap between the questions, or you can pause. You can pause the obviously the vlog, the video if you like, and do it in your own time if you, like me, need to think about things. So I'll leave a bit of a gap between questions. Right, let's get on with it. Obviously, this covers Monday the 26th of October to Sunday the 1st of November, as I said, where we played 2 games. Right, so here we go. City travelled to France, didn't we, last week? Looking incredibly cool and smart, rocking some great clobber, didn't we? So who's that dude there with the funny head? Who's that dude in the grey tracky top, or whatever leisure wear, whatever you'd call it these days? Have a look at that picture. Who's that guy there? You probably sort of see some of these things. If you watch my vlogs, you might have seen some of these images. You've probably seen them on the internet. So that's the whole idea of this quiz. It's not a difficult quiz. It's just for a bit of fun, a bit of see how clever you are. See how many points you can get. Right, question 2. Can you give the full name of Marseille's ground? What's it called? So we played in Marseille, but what's the ground called? 2 words. Looking for both. You want to get a point if you get both. Sticking with the ground. Question 3. To the nearest 1,000, how many does the ground? What is officially the ground's capacity to the nearest 1,000? I'll give you, it's a multiple choice, this one, so you've got a chance. Is it 63,000, 65,000, 67,000, or 69,000? What's the capacity of the Marseille ground? I'll nearly give you the title of it then, and I'll give you the answer to the last question. You can have a guess at that if you don't know. Question 4. Andreas Villas-Boas has managed 2 English clubs. Which are the 2 English clubs? I don't want to know the years he managed them. I'll give you that anyway. But which 2 English clubs did Andreas Villas-Boas manage? That's question 4. Question 5. Who professionally did he play most of his career for? So which major team did he play most of his career for? That's Andreas Villas-Boas. And it's no good looking on the internet. I mean, it defeats the whole point, doesn't it? It defeats the whole point of the quiz. I'll give you the answers at the end, obviously. So there's no point. I mean, we could all look on the internet and find out, couldn't we? That's how I found out most of the questions. Well, some of the questions. I knew them anyway. I was doing the vlogs. So who did he play most of his career for? Question 6. Right, there's a headline round. Newspaper headline. Take a look at that headline there on screen. Newspaper headline. So what's the missing word? So I've put in a missing word there. So I think that was taken from the Manchester Evening News, I think that one. What's the missing word in that headline? And I want the actual word. If you sort of get half of it, or you know, or close, I just want the actual word. That was question 6. Question 7. The referees and all the officials, including VAR, I think is a normal thing with these European games, were all from which country? So what country were all the officials from against Marseille when City played Marseille in the Champions League? What country were they from? Question 8. Of course, Mr. Cole Palmer came on, didn't he, for his Champions League debut for City. How old will he be on his next birthday? And for an extra point, so this is a 2-point question, what is his squad number? Can you remember his squad number? So how old is he next birthday? Cole Palmer. So you spot on with this. I don't allow anything for a year out. And what's his squad number? What's his City squad number? Question 9. Against Marseille, we scored 3 goals, didn't we? Who were the 3 goal scorers? It's the sort of thing I forget, to be honest with you, after a few days. But see if you remember our 3 goal scorers from the Marseille game. Don't need them in order, just give us the 3 scorers. Right, question 10. Some action from the game there. There's a nice image there of some action. Can you guess where the ball is? Spot the ball. Is it A, B, C or D? Where is it? You must have seen that image when you've been looking through the papers or the internet, etc, etc. Is it A, B, C or D? Right, that ends up our little Champions League section. Now on to back to the Premier League, back to the bread and butter. Yeah, we travelled to play Sheffield United, didn't we? So where does Sheffield United play? This is a nice easy one, isn't it? So what ground did we travel to play Sheffield United? And the next one, can you see another image, another silly head on a guy? Who's this? Which player's this? Who is it? Name the player in that image. Back to the officials. Question 13. Who was the referee for the Sheffield United City game? Question 14. Which City keeper was injured in the warm-up? Which City keeper was injured in the warm-up? We've only got a choice really of 3, haven't we? We don't call Mr. Walker a goalkeeper, do we? Although he does his bit, doesn't he? So which City keeper was injured in the warm-up? Question 15. Another spot the ball, obviously, as Mr. KDB looks on there. Where do you think the ball is? Is it A, B, C or D? Another spot the ball from the Manchester City Sheffield United game. A, B, C or D? Question 16. City completed 712 passes. But what percentage completion did they achieve with those 712 passes? I'll give you options. Was it 87% accuracy, 89%, 91% or 93%? So that's 712 passes, of which what percentage were accurate? 87, 89, 91 or 93? It's always worth a guess, isn't it? Question 17. Mr. Walker, obviously the goal scorer, I'm not going to ask you who scored the goal, I bet you'd remember that, praised a fellow defender in an interview he gave after the match. So his interview went, defensively we've done fantastically well of late, especially blank since he's come in. Whoever steps in, they're all going to put in top performances. So who's he talking about? Who did he say? Defensively we've done fantastically well of late, especially blank. Since he's come in, whoever steps in, they're all going to put in top performances. So who's the blank? Who was the player he's talking about? That was Mr. Kyle Walker in an interview after the game. Right, question 18. Another missing word round there. You can see the headline. So from that headline, what's the missing word in that headline? Again, it has to be spot on. Missing word in the headline. I think, I'm not sure that was from the Express. I'm not sure. It might have been the Daily Express. I'm not sure the paper. That was my apologies. I should have made a note of that one. Right, question 19, the penultimate question. This, the game against Sheffield United, was City's either 16th, 17th, 18th or 19th away win at Sheffield United in league history. So in league meetings, not talking about cups, I'm talking about league history. It was City's 16th, 17th, 18th or 19th win away at Sheffield United. So question 19. Worth a guess again. And question 20, and I see this is a nice easy one. You should have read this or be aware of this one. It's a true or false question. Kyle Walker was a Sheffield Wednesday fan as a child. True or false? Kyle Walker was a Sheffield Wednesday fan as a child. There you go, 20 questions. If you've been watching City the last few days, you should have got most of them. There's a couple there that you'd have to have a general knowledge about, and a couple you probably have to have a guess about if you've not read up of them. But I hope you enjoyed that anyway. And I will give you the answers now. 20 questions. I think it's a maximum of 23 points. I've added that up correctly. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 24. I won't be surprised if I've missed one somewhere on the line. But let's see how many points you get out of the 23. Right, let's go through the questions and the answers. Show you some images where you need to know what the images are. Yeah, City travels to France this week. Looking incredibly cool. Yeah, that image there, you can see it, can't you? Very smart, rocking some great club. Of course, it was Aymeric, wasn't it? It was Aymeric Laporte who had the funny head on. So if you got that, give yourself a point. Looking quite dapper and tall, wasn't he? In that, very tall. He looks tall, and I'm not sure how tall he is. He must be over 6. What is he? 6'2". Question 2. City played in Marseille. Can you give the full name of the ground? Well, of course, it's a Stade or Stade Velodrome. S-T-A-D-E Velodrome. So that's the full title. So if you just said Velodrome, that's no good. If you just said Stade or Stade, that's no good. I needed both words for that one for your point. To the nearest thousands, how many does the ground hold? Well, it holds 67,300. Obviously, you've got segregation, so near enough anyway. 67,000 is the answer I was looking for. Give yourself a point for that. Andreas Villas-Boas has managed which two English clubs? Well, 2011-12 he managed Chelsea, and 2012-13 he managed Tottenham. So Chelsea and Tottenham. Question 4 and question 5. I've been a bit naughty with this one. It's a bit of a trick question, actually. I don't know. So all credit to you if you got this one right. Who professionally did he play most of his career for? Andreas Villas-Boas. Well, he never played for anyone professionally. He didn't play professional football at all. So he didn't play for anyone. So a bit of a trick question. If you got that, all credit to you. I thought I'd throw that one in just to throw you a wobbler. The missing word in the headline round, of course. Well, obviously we're playing Marseille, aren't we? But obviously the evening news. The missing word was Mars, M-A-R-S, Mars. So it's obviously quite clever, but I don't think that's a clever pun of a headline. To be honest with you, I think it's pretty weak. But it was. If you got Mars, give yourself a point for that anyway. Question 7. The referee and all officials, of course, plus the VAR team, were all, of course, from Germany. All came from Germany. Question 7. Question 8. Cole Palmer. You may have guessed this one. Champions League debut. He was actually born on the 6th of May 2012. So he's actually obviously 18 now. So his next birthday will be 19. So that's the answer I was looking for. And his squad number, of course, as you can see, and there is 80. 80. Blind 80. Right, the 3 goal scorers. Did you remember that one? Say I would have probably, thinking back now, if I'd been asked that, I would have probably certainly forgot one of them. I might have forgot 2 of them. But I think I would have remembered Torres, obviously. Torres scored, Gundogan and Sterling were the 3 goal scorers in the 3-0 win against Marseille. And of course, the action there, I mean, it's a bit, not a cheat as such, but the ball was actually half behind the keeper, wasn't it, in that one? So it was actually C was the answer to that one. So if you said C, give yourself a point. So that was the Champions League games, and now obviously the Premier League. Of course, it's Bramall Lane, isn't it, that City travel to play Sheffield United, Bramall Lane. Name the player. Did you get the guy with the funny head? Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's a bit of an harder one, that, isn't it? I think we've got quite a few slim lads, haven't we? But yeah, of course, it was Ferran Torres was the player that with the funny head on there. So if you got that, give yourself a point. Question 13, of course, the referee for the Sheffield versus City game was Michael Oliver. was the referee for the game. Question 14, of course, which City keeper was injured in the warm-up? It was Mr. Scott Carson. Yeah, I mean, Stefan was already injured, wasn't he? So he wasn't even on the bench. It was Scott Carson, but he injured himself in the warm-up. So Mr. Trafford took over duties, I believe, although the actual official sub-list didn't have him on screen when the teams were sort of read out, sort of thing. So whether he would have been able to score, I'm sure he would. I don't know how that works, but yeah. Anyway, it was Scott Carson who got injured. 15, the spot the ball again. Yeah, I mean, it could have been. I mean, you have to take a chance. It was the one nearest his chest, don't you, really, on that one? But so if you said D, yeah, I mean, you were right with the spot the ball there. It could have been anywhere, couldn't it? I mean, KDB doesn't particularly. He's probably shielded from it, is he? So he can't see the ball anyway. So he's looking anywhere, really, isn't he? Anyway, fifth, spot the ball. The answer was D. And question 16, City completed 712 passes. What percentage completion did they achieve? Obviously, it was worth a guess, wasn't it? But it was the lowest of those percentages. It was 87%. So it was 87% completion rate. And question 17, in an interview, Mr. Walker praised which fellow defender? Of course, well, the missing name in there was Ruben Diaz. He praised, which is getting a lot of praise at the moment. Old Ruben, isn't he? So that was the answer to that, and a point for that one. Question 17. Question 18, again, another missing word in the headline round. Yeah, and again, a little bit of a better pun on that one, isn't it? But did you have a guess at that one, or guess what the missing word was? Of course, spirits, wasn't it? I mean, obviously, all very Halloween themed, aren't we, with these headlines? So the missing word in that one was spirit, S-P-I-R-I-T. And on to the penultimate one. Of course, this was City's 19th win. I think we've obviously Sheffield have actually won 20, so we need another away win at Sheffield to balance the books, if you like. But that was City's 19th win away at Sheffield United in league history, not forgetting the cups, just league games. And of course, question 20, I'm sure you know this, it's well publicised. Of course, true or false, Kyle Walker was a Sheffield Wednesday fan. Well, of course, he's a Sheffield United fan, wasn't he? I mean, got him there in his old kit there, so yeah, I'm not sure he played too many times for Sheffield United as such, but I think all his family are still Sheffield United fans, and that's why he didn't celebrate, obviously, when he scored the goal, out of respect for his mum and dad, etc. But hey, there you go, fantastic. Anyway, how did you do? Tot up what you've got. See how many you scored. If you get, obviously, at least, please, if you get over 10, I mean, over 10 would be okay-ish. So, I mean, if you've got less than 10, let me know anyway. I know you probably won't, but don't be embarrassed. Just, I'm pretty useless at these things. If I'd done that and without knowing the answers, I probably would have got, I don't know, 12, 15 or something. I'm not too sure. Some of the things I would have guessed at. But hope you enjoyed that anyway. Just something a little. Thanks for joining for this Manchester City Citizen That Was The Week That Was quiz. So a little bit of information on the week as well, and some images as well. So it's nice to look back, isn't it, on a successful week for City anyway with the 2 wins. Please check my links on screen. If you follow and friend me on Facebook and Twitter, I do check every couple of days and follow and friend everyone back. And please, if you can check out, I used to have a video shop in the 90s and the 2000s in Manchester, so I still sell old and rare DVDs, movie posters from the 90s and 2000s, some great films, some great actors as well. And please, some board games on there. So if you check out moviegamenostalgia.com, which is my official little website for all things movie-fied, fantastic. And as I said, please check the playlist if you're into movies and TV dramas and posters, etc. I do lots of different vlogs on different things, even quizzes. I even got movie quizzes as well. So if you're stuck with the family inside for a month, yeah, there's a couple of interesting movie quizzes on there. So please seek them out as well. Absolutely fantastic. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments. Anyway, I'll if people like this, if we get enough views, I'll try and do some more. As I say, there's plenty of City quizzes on my history vlogs, but obviously this is a bit more modern to give the family a chance, so the kids can have a go at these sort of things as well as probably be us adults anyway with remembering things. But yeah, I thought I'd have a go at this just to entertain you well. Obviously, we've got looking forward to this next locking, aren't we, unfortunately. Anyway, thanks for watching today. Whatever you're going to do the rest of the day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other until you join me again on the Citizen channel for another City past or present or a City present quiz. Please stay safe, Blues. Bernard saying goodbye for now.